Hey everybody. So I was meditating the other day and the saying as above, so below, as within, as without went through my head. And then I started having information flooding in. And I'm just going to throw this out there because it's a download. So let's see if it helps somebody with their perspective on things, I guess. So what I got was that a leaf is to a tree as a human is to the earth. A human is to the earth as a human soul is to the galaxy. Now, this is just an approximation, okay? We can't quantify this. So this is just for perspective. So a human soul is to the galaxy as a divine soul is to the universe. A divine soul is to the universe slash God as the universe slash God is to the Most High slash creation. And that's not even the pinnacle of existence. It goes on from there, but it's just so far beyond our comprehension. It's just, you can think about it if you want, but there's really not much point in talking about it. Now, I kind of want to talk about the difference between the ascension of a divine soul versus the ascension of a human soul. Now, a human soul has to start out at the bottom because it's a baby soul, okay? A divine soul was created in higher dimensional planes of existence. You could say heaven, like an archangel, I guess, is like 12th dimension. So a human has to ascend upward. And for a human soul to move up into a higher plane of existence, a higher form of existence, like I guess maybe like 6th or 7th dimension or 5th and 6th, whatever, to move up to a higher, a superior body, a superior mind, all that, it has to first achieve Christ consciousness here on earth. That is what Jesus came to teach us, but that's what the church swept under the rug. I mean, one of the things he came to teach us, he taught us about love, and his message was really actually simple. But anyway, I digress. So a divine soul who starts from, say, the 12th dimension, if that divine soul wishes to ascend past where they're at, most of them don't, from my understanding. Most of them are quite content being where they're at, because it's a very beautiful place, being basically right by God. But those that do, that wish to go beyond universal existence, I guess you could say, they have to descend downwards. So they have to go to like the 11th plane, 11th, 10th, and 11th plane of existence, master life there, do their equivalent of Christ consciousness, whatever that is, and then move down, all the way down to the 3rd and 4th dimension, to human perspective. And there, they have to achieve Christ consciousness as well. There is an additional step for a divine being who really truly wishes to ascend to an even higher state, to its maximum potential at that point. They have to, after they achieve Christ consciousness like Christ did, like Jesus did, he has to come back one more time, and he has to go through all those planes of existence simultaneously, mastering them all simultaneously. He already mastered them before one at a time, but now he's got to master them simultaneously, because it's the most difficult thing that a divine soul can do. It's the ultimate challenge with the ultimate reward. Okay? Humans, souls, ultimately have this potential, but they're going to have a lot more incarnation and growth to go through, because they haven't been around as long. Even though time doesn't really exist in the higher planes of existence, there's really not any other way of saying it except to say they're just not as old. They haven't had the experiences. A divine soul, part of the reason the only divine souls at this point have achieved Christ consciousness is because of their incarnations. And humans, older human souls, you can see, well, I can't really give any examples off the top of my head because I don't know who all were human who were divine ascended masters, but I can tell you that humans who have achieved like an ascended master status, they've lived a number of lives, and each time they lived a life and they mastered a skill, they were able to carry that over into the next life, which was an advantage for them. You take someone who really successful something. I think possibly like Michael Jordan. I like him as an example. I think that in his past lives he mastered athleticism or something that made him a natural for basketball, so that when he came into this life, it was part of his soul contract to maybe be a famous athlete. And this happens with, I already talked about talent. This is how talent works. But you take a divine soul. A divine soul is lived countless incarnations in countless different planes of existence with knowledge that's beyond our comprehension. And as that divine soul wakes up in this human plane of existence, starts to remember what they are, then they start doing and manifesting amazing things. That's what Christ did. That's what other ascended masters have done. So, I hope that gives you a little bit better understanding. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about for now. I love you all, and I hope this was insightful. Have a good day.